What's going on, everybody? This is episode 10 of Another Man's Trash, and today I have a very special guest. Dude, what the fuck? Stop laughing, dude. Trying to
I'm
fucking.
sorry.
I'm trying to be professional and shit, and you just keep fucking laughing, dude. This is
I'm
a
sorry.
this is a fucking game. I was
Go ahead,
I was like
introduce me.
I was like
Introduce me.
all distracted and shit during. I was like I kept looking at you. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you? Okay. Anyway, this is my friend Paulina. We've been friends for about damn, how long has it been? It's been like at least
It's been more, 10 years, if not more.
10 years. Dude, we're old.
I know, tell
So
me about
she's
it.
a longtime friend of mine, one of my closest friends, and she's here to replace Tyler essentially because Tyler's not here because
Yeah.
he's ugly.
So, hello, guys. I am your new
Yeah,
host.
my new co-host, my new better looking and just better everything co-host. So
There's only one thing that I'm not as good, like, if Tyler is better than me at, and
mm,
that's, like hype shoes and like
yeah,
hype clothing.
dude, I don't because he owns about 60 something pairs of shoes, I think, right? So, how much money? Okay, so let's say on average, I'm busting out the calculator for this. This is what I went to school for. 64 shoes, right? Times, okay,
Yeah.
on average, they're probably $300. Dude,
Wait, per,
yeah,
for, no, you're
yeah,
joking.
no, I'm not. Well, I mean, like some are more expensive than others. Like for example, like he has those those Sean Wotherspoon Air Maxes.
Wa- Walderspoon.
Wotherspoon. Dude, let me live, bro. But you know which ones I'm talking about? The ones that
I do. Yeah,
yeah,
they're like they're really nice.
they're nice, but they're also like $1,000 resale. So like, or not resale. No, yeah,
Okay, yeah,
resale.
that I remember. But like his baseline of how much he's willing to spend on shoe is like 200 plus easily.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%, without a doubt, without the blink of
Okay.
an eye. So if you do you average it, right? Let's say it's $300 per pair of shoes. That's about $19,000. You can pay off my student loan with that.
Has Tyler paid off his student loans yet?
Yeah, he did. He was actually pretty mindful
Okay,
about
well there you
that.
go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
You know what, dude? Honestly, you
Yeah,
know,
then I can't hate then.
yeah. If I paid off my student loan that early and I just had like all this money laying around, I would. I don't know. I feel like I would buy some reckless shit too. I feel like I'm
You
already
no,
am.
you wouldn't buy reckless shit. You would be fully tattooed.
Yeah, I'd be fully tattooed, and I hopefully my workplace doesn't fucking shit on. Dude, my CEO he doesn't like tattoos. Dude, I think my tattoo shop's opening up in June. June, I think they're opening up again.
The one that's right by Meiji Seimon.
Yeah, the one that's right by Meiji Seaman.
Sick.
Dude, yeah, it's over. The second it's open, the floodgates have opened, bro.
Yeah, you're like freaking finally. Like I've been
Dude,
waiting for
it's
this.
honestly, I. Why do you think it's so addicting to get like tattoos? Because it's like, dude, like once you have one, like, because first of all, the hurdle to get one, your first one is like super high, right? Because it's just like,
Yeah.
what do I want? I want it to have meaning, and I want it to,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then like it's gonna hurt, and it's a lot of money. But then like after you get your first one, right? Then
hmm
after that, it's just kind of like, oh well, I can just do this again and again.
I know. I don't know. I feel like yeah, because like I mean obviously like the first one because you've never had one.
Mm,
So like I don't know. It's like you just don't know what to expect. And then the whole thing with like, oh, I want it to have meaning is
yeah,
like I mean obviously that's always, like a good thing
yeah,
to
yeah.
have. But I feel like I mean we've had this conversation before where like now after you've gotten one, you're like as long as it looks dope,
Yeah,
like that's the
honestly,
meaning right there.
honestly, yeah. The meaning is that it looks fucking sick. That's why,
Yeah.
dude.
And so I feel like after you get like the first one,
Mm,
if it's a really dope one,
mm,
you just want to get more.
yeah,
And it's like having like too like that feeling of it hurting, right? Like it's so high.
uh-huh.
And then once you're done, I feel like that come down is just really nice. Because
Yeah,
then you never have to like think about that again until you get like your next one.
yeah. Yeah, also that too, cause it's also like, dude, I fucking bled for this shit. You know, like
Literally.
I endured thousands and thousands of needles piercing my skin for like 3 hours or 4 hours or however long.
There's actually like a study that they did too of like why there's like an addiction standpoint from people getting tattoos, and that's because you're
Yes.
actually like releasing like endorphins while you're being tattooed.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's your
So scientific.
that's your fun fact for the day. Usually it's
Yeah.
Tyler that supplies all the fun facts, like all the science facts, but see, you're already doing a great job as a co-host.
Come at me, Tyler. Just kidding.
Dude,
I'm not trying to take your show.
can you imagine?
Tyler's
Just
like, please, guys.
usurp, give back, please, give back, please. I would
I
join
know.
you in drinking, but dude, I power houred last night. This is the dumbest thing that you could ever possibly do.
Yeah, I saw your tweet. You're like, how do people do power hour
Dude,
all the
yeah,
time?
everyone keeps saying like, "Oh, let's power hour," but like no one actually ever does it, and I've always wondered why, and then now I know why because it's just stupid. It's dumb. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's they did it actually at Fullerton before like quarantine happened. So every Monday, Kang, Kevin, and like whoever else was there, like they would just fucking be like power hour, and then Kang would play like DJ Pablo.
Oh, I think we're talking about two different power hours here.
Oh wait, yeah, because
So
you're talking about
yeah,
drinking.
I'm talking about drink.
What the heck is
So
power hour drinking?
okay, so power hour drinking is like, well, there are many different ways to play it, but the traditional way is that you play with you take a shot of beer, like a shot glass. This is the shot glass that I used, by the way. Shot glass,
Okay,
a shot of beer every minute for an hour, which doesn't seem like a lot,
every
but
minute for an
yeah,
hour.
so 60 shots of beer.
Yeah, that's oh, I don't what that little shot glass is 2 ounces.
So it ends up being like what, 8 beers or something, like, or 8 cans of beer. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's what
in
I
an
did
hour.
in an hour, and it goes by really fast. Like
Were
it,
you doing it with other people?
yeah, it was me and the Funk Force guys.
Oh,
We were
nice.
doing it for our boy Jarrell's birthday, and
Oh, that's right.
yeah, the big old
Happy belated
whatever,
Jerome.
how old he is now. I think he's like 28. No,
Don't expose him. Just
he's
kidding.
old as shit. Just fucking old.
Okay, but like you did that. Did you get like blasted?
Oh, dude, yeah, I was super hungover this morning because I didn't drink any water, and dude, I think the worst part was getting bloated. I feel like that sucked a lot more than actually just getting like drunk. Cause
Yeah, because I'm sure it was painful too, right?
oh yeah, dude, I thought I was gonna throw up at one point. I didn't. I didn't throw up. I didn't pray to the porcelain gods.
Let the record show that Josh is not a pussy.
Yeah, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. You've heard it. You've heard it here first,
Did
dude.
everyone else get like really drunk too?
Dude, Leo was dead. He was like on like this bed, like face down. Terry was fucked up. It was me, Terry, Leo, uh, Leo, Jarrell, and Ken, and it's like all of us were just like at the end of it, like it was, we were done, dude. Like, cause you know when Leo starts to get drunk, he starts saying shit like he's always like is anyone trashed? Like, are you guys not trashed? I need to get McDonald's. I want McDonald's, and then
It's been a long time since I've actually drank with the Funk Force guys.
yeah, I
Last
know.
time was your birthday, but
Uh,
I felt like he wasn't like plastered then. He
no,
was like the ones that was like handing out the shots, you
yeah,
know?
he was playing it. He was playing it smart, fucker.
Yeah.
What a fucker, dude.
It was your birthday though.
Yeah, I know, dude. I got destroyed.
You did.
I got
Yeah.
absolutely blasted. I wonder if I threw
Yeah.
up.
No,
Uh,
actually, did anyone throw up this year? No, because last
no.
year Michael threw up in your front yard.
Oh, dude.
And I'm pretty sure I forgot if you threw up, but I knew Michael threw up.
I know I didn't throw up that time, but I did throw up at my sister's graduation party. That was
Okay, yeah,
stupid.
that I remember because she sent me video.
Dude, that was bad. So for my sister's graduate, for those listening and for those hearing all these names, yeah, I'm sure no one knows any of the people that we're talking about. Me and Paulina share a lot of mutual friends. So we met actually through
Oh
dance.
yeah, we
So
should talk about the history of us.
yeah, let's go through our timeline for a little bit. So
Yeah, and then we'll like revert back to our friends.
yeah, and then we'll go back to our friends and see where everything is at there. So I started dancing around '09. Yeah, '09, February '09. So um in our area there's this festival. It's like a Vietnamese New Year's festival called Tet Fest, and you go. It happens around that time actually. Me and my friends would always go, like me and my all my dancer friends, because they all my dancer friends are Viet, were Viet at the time. So we would go there. We're trying to go there every year. I don't know why actually. Like we went there because it's like if you think about it, it's such a jank, like fucking like festival. Like it's cool because it's like for New Year's, but we always just went to hang out. And dude, we're high schoolers.
Hmm.
No one has money, so we can't buy food. Like we would always just buy the fucking stupid fried Oreos. That was what
Dude,
we
same.
that was what we went there for. But then like you can get those anywhere. But anyway, beyond the point. So the, when I was starting to dance, like the like Garden Grove, Westminster, like 714 area was known for having like a lot of b-boys, like a lot more than my area. So there was always b-boys that were at like these festivals, and so we went, and then we saw it's like this group of people, and they were wearing these shoes called Puma Suedes. And if you don't know, Puma Suedes is like, I mean, I feel like it still is. It's like a trademark shoe for breaking. Like you don't really own those shoes unless you're either a skater or b like a b-boy, especially a b-boy at that time,
Yeah.
right? Everyone was rocking those.
Hmm.
So I saw some dude that was wearing them, and I was just like, bro. I tapped my friend on the shoulder. I was like, bro, dude, that guy's a break dancer for sure. And then like, I don't know how I came up. I don't know if I came up to them or Chris or Andrew did, but like they're like, yo, you dance or like, you break dance, you b boy, and the guy, and he has so and has there's this girl and this other guy next to him. He's like, yeah, I break, and then did oh my god, thinking about it now is so cringe. And then like I
Dude,
think someone asked like, are you a style head or a power head?
dude, I'm fucking dying.
And and so that's how we met. So it was like we were like, oh yeah, you guys break, yeah, we break, and then we became friends after that. And then
Hmm.
um I don't even remember who the third guy was, because the first guy was Josh, the other Josh, the not as cool Josh, and then it was you, and then who was the other guy? Was that Anthony? Was it
Dude, wait, no,
or was it just
I don't
you
know. He
two?
wasn't there.
Or was it
It
just
might
you
have been
two?
just us two. Because then I remember I was there with my other one of my other friends, Bianca, who I've been friends with for a while, and I
Hmm.
think she knew your friend, one of your friends, something like that.
Chris.
I knew that there was
Yeah.
a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Um, but then yeah, and then I don't know, like we lived so far away from each other, so
It was like really weird.
Facebook
Yeah.
was like a thing.
Yeah.
Like we always talked on Facebook, and then if I went to like a jam or something, like the Moss Jam's really big back
Yeah.
then. So then we'd always see each other there. And then yeah, we would just always kept in touch. So
It was like really random, right? Like
yeah.
that like now that I think about it, like why were we I don't know. Yeah, but I mean we talked and we've been friends ever since. And
If we didn't meet then, we would have eventually met
yeah,
then.
I feel like it's like it would have
Yeah.
been inevitable at some point,
Yeah.
especially like with Kevin and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kevin
Um
is Paulina's boyfriend and also a really close friend of mine also.
yeah, so like Josh has been there too, even before after Kevin and I got together.
Mm,
And yeah, because he I remember when you threw your jam, I
yeah,
didn't
at the
go to
lake.
that, but then Kevin went to that. And so that's how Kevin and Josh met, and then they became friends. But then Kevin and I weren't dating then. We probably started dating maybe like half a year to a year later. And so then Josh has literally been there from the beginning, which was like 10 years ago, almost 10 years
Yeah.
ago. So yeah, we're fucking old.
Yeah, all three of us have been friends for a really long. Dude, we're fucking old, and it doesn't help that like dancing accelerates your age. I'm 100% convinced that that's what that happens. Like, dude, my joints and shit all fucking hurt all the time.
Well, good thing I stopped
Oh,
because I feel
yeah,
youthful.
dude,
Just kidding.
dude,
Studying
fuck
is like
you,
killing me.
fuck you, dude.
Just kidding, no.
Why don't you?
Yeah, so
Why
that's
don't
like
you?
a little a
Yeah,
little history of Josh and I.
we used to be breakdancing buddies, but now
Hmm.
I still dance, obviously, but Paulina has ventured on to other things.
Yeah,
And
it's
plus, like
true.
Kevin does most of the dancing that for both of you. That fool trains so hard.
That is true.
What is that guy up to now?
He's actually going back into work tomorrow.
Oh, I'm also going back into work tomorrow. That's fun.
Like you're going now fully, so
Well,
Monday through Friday.
I've been doing that alternating
Yeah,
schedule.
mhm.
Yeah, but then like it was weird because it's like uh we're doing every other day. So it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the other team is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And so I ended up on the Saturday. So I worked
Oh
on
my God,
Saturday.
Saturday.
But then now the schedule switched. Now I have to work on Monday. So I basically got one day off, which is sick. Fucking,
Dang.
oh God, dude. I don't want to shit on my company publicly, but yeah, I'm not too happy about that. But anyway, it's fine. It's
Yeah, it's
it's
fine. We'll
fucking
move
fine.
we'll move past
Yeah,
that subject.
we will move. We will move on. How have you been spending your quarantine?
Um, so since I have finals coming up next week at my Cal State, I've been doing like finals, like
Mm.
studying and then also doing projects. And then since I'm also enrolled in like my community college, I have finals like the week after that. Um, so
Oh
it's
my
been pretty
gosh.
like busy for me. Other like, cause I mean, it's nice like staying home, but it's just so hard to like study and like
Oh yeah.
want to focus. Cause even though like I have my computer desk, it's
Mm.
still like I know I'm home and I'm
Yeah.
comfortable. I'm not in like the space and like to
100%. Yeah.
study.
Yeah.
So I've been spending a lot of that trying to like fix my sleeping schedule,
That's nice.
um, which is nice because I definitely sleep a lot, like at least 8 hours now.
That's good.
Whereas before I'd be like 5 to 6.
That 2 hours really does
What
make a
else?
difference, though, huh?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Having
Yeah,
a consistent sleep schedule.
yeah. And it's like since I'm like, trying to go to physician's assistant school, like
Mm.
I know how important sleep is, but I feel like if you're doing anything related to like healthcare and like wanting to go into that field, you know how important sleep is, but you
Mm.
know at this like you just can't get it with
Oh
the
yeah.
amount of like studying you have to do.
Oh yeah. Isn't that kind of that's kind of funny? It's because like no matter how you slice it, dude, there's no way. I feel like there's no way that you have like a successful college career. Well, I mean, no, that's not true. Maybe if you have no life, but then again, then it's like, because if you sacrifice your social aspect of your college career, then like don't you just get like depressed and like you just.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
you do.
obviously it's like if the shoe fits, right? Different
Yeah.
people have different ways of getting there, but how is the switch from because you're studying like a lot of like science classes, biology classes,
Hmm.
stuff that require in person, you know, in
Yeah.
person interaction. So like, how is the making the switch from not doing that to be completely doing school from home?
It's really tough. Not gonna lie, like especially with courses like anatomy and even like a lot of my classes at Cal State, they're
Mm.
all like okay, so just for a little background too. So I'm studying community and public health at Cal State. And so a lot of those like classes, I wouldn't say like they're necessary to be online, but at least for like when you're doing like projects, it's definitely recommended to be in person because you have to work with a lot of people
Right.
and like you have to figure out how to do like needs
There's like a
assessments
little bit
and
of a
like
learning curve, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But like for like my classes I'm taking at community college, those are my prereqs for PA school. So those would be like anatomy and physio. Those ones are like it's so hard to study online because in person you have like models and you can identify like structures and like regions, but
Mm,
then on my practical, like for studying, she would give us like a practice set and be like, oh, if I circled here, like then you know I'm asking for this specific thing versus like if I'm pointing at it, it's completely different. So
right.
then rather than like studying the actual term and like structure, I was more like trying to memorize, okay, if she circles it, it's this answer, and if she points at it, it's this answer. So then I feel like my studying has like definitely been shot. And then now like I'm just gonna be like when I go in person, I'm like, dude, it's not circled. What is it? Like,
I feel like that would stress me out so much.
yeah, I did. And I was like telling you like last week how I feel like or my grade has been like slipping like a
Mm.
little bit. And I still have like an A, but I was just like, dude, like it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's bound to happen. It's because I mean,
Yeah.
like, dude, I mean, like I told you like a while. I tried to take a couple online classes back back in when I was in college, and like I missed like my final once,
Oh
and I
yeah.
failed my class.
Dude, it happens.
Dude, yeah, I missed like a midterm and a final. I was like, oh, dude, it's a wrap, dude. Yeah, oh yeah, I don't.
Fuck.
It was like an easy class too. It was bio. It was like the like beginning bio, and so I was like,
Oh.
that's when I knew I just never take another online class again. I took one more online class, but I mean, like it was like GEs. It was like it's like drugs or something, like a drug class about drugs. So I
Was
don't.
it pharmacology?
No, it was easier than that. It was like
Okay.
it was like just like knowing the different kinds of drugs and like
Oh, okay.
yeah what they do, why each drug is. Yeah, it's like an easy class. It's like it's like you copy paste from Wikipedia and then you get a grade. So I mean
Okay.
you study diligently and then you look up the
Yeah.
necessary research articles and then yeah that's what I did. But yeah, the online classes I feel like that would stress me out way too
Yeah,
much.
because it's like you when you set your schedule, it's like you know you're going there for like the set amount of days and
Hmm.
like what time. But then now, like the reason why a lot of online classes are really hard for people is because they can't like manage their time.
Yeah,
And not saying that like I can't do that. It's definitely like, anyone can learn how to manage their time,
sure,
but
yeah.
when you have okay, when you have 8 classes, I was taking 8, 2 at community college and 6 at Cal State.
No, that doesn't sound that doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, it's
Count
it's
me out.
like or taking 6 is really like a lot. And then I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, sure, I'm gonna do 2 more because why the fuck not? Because I'm crazy. And I just wanted to get things done like faster.
yeah.
And
Good approach.
um, yeah. And then quarantine happened, and they're like, hey, everything's online, and I was like, oh great.
Uh,
Like I'm okay with like 2 being online, but
yeah.
like 8, like please.
No, dude. Yeah, and it's like separating, your home life from your work life is extremely difficult. Like, it's not like anyone can just be at home and just like be like, okay, like immediately. Especially if you're not used to doing the stuff like that. It's like a thing. Like they once my company like did like a soft shutdown and sent everyone to work from home. Like they sent out like so many different articles. Like read this, work home life separation, blah 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 blah.
Hmm.
It's just yeah, it's less than ideal. And but who knows? Like maybe like in the future, like if you need to take an online class, like you would be more equipped to do so. Because I
Yeah.
feel like you're taking very difficult, like the like difficult classes, and it's not gonna get any harder than well, maybe it will, but like at least you'll have like a baseline for it and you'll know how to study for like using like online classes. So I mean, I guess there's a plus in that, but it sucks because that's not what you signed up for. you know?
Yeah. But I feel
Uh,
like with this whole thing, it's like at least they're still giving us credit. And then
yeah.
I know that like at my Cal State they were saying like if you're not happy with your grade, they'll actually give you an option to do like how there's like withdrawal or
Hmm.
like what is it like withdrawal with like a W or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
refund stuff like that. They actually have an option now where you can get no credit.
Oh wow.
So
So it's like you never took the class.
yeah, which is really
That is
nice.
super nice. That's really nice.
Yeah. And so like I was like looking at my classes to see like if I'd need that, which I didn't because
Hmm.
um but I was just like, am I like happy with all of my classes? And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm happy. But I
Yeah,
think that that's a great option for
that is
students
really good.
that say like could potentially have the time and get financial aid to like are able to retake it
Yeah, definitely.
later on. So I think that's great. And then with community college, I don't think that they offer that from what I saw from like my emails I've been getting from school.
Hmm.
Um, but no, like working at home because I also still work too since I'm like a part-time tutor at my community college,
Hmm.
and so like I've been trying to tutor at home, which is a little bit, I would say, like difficult for students. Just because, like, I mean, the whole point of like
Yeah.
going to tutoring is to get like that face-to-face
Yeah.
interaction and all of that. So it's been pretty like difficult, I think, for like everybody,
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
school wise, work wise. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
your environment matters a lot, you know. So yeah,
Yeah, like that's why I like too, like work like studying and working at home is like not something I can do because I mean, I always go out and study at like a coffee place.
can't do that anymore. Can't go to a
Yeah.
library. Yeah, so
Mm-mm.
you're very much stuck, where you are.
Yeah. But it's like you just have to make the best of the situation,
Yeah,
you know?
it's not going
Because I'm
anywhere.
like, no complaints for me. Yeah. Because I mean, I feel like it's better for me to say like I'm safe at home rather than I'm stuck at home. Because I mean, I still
Yeah,
have the option to go out. Everyone still has the option to
yeah,
go out.
yeah.
Um,
It's just there's a lot of things that are limited, but
yeah.
honestly, it could be worse, dude. It's like, dude, there you are trapped at home with like Netflix and like running water and a fridge, and
I know.
dude, you'll be fine. Okay, trust me, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Like stores are still open. You could still get your
Yeah,
beer.
so
Like you
get
could
your
still get,
beer. Yeah, your White Claws.
yeah.
Fucking come on, dude. That's why, dude. The fucking Huntington Beach protests, bro. I'm just,
Oh, yeah.
bro. I feel like I've been talking about it like all week. This is like so dumb because it's just like I'm in Orange County. Those are my people, but I thought we were better than this, but I guess not.
I think though that's the thing that like surprises people that they forget how like what is it? Ooh, I don't want to like how much those people like support Trump.
Yeah.
Like they're very like uh
Oh yeah.
Mijang.
Yeah. They're. I mean, first of all, there's no shortage of like us bashing Trump on this podcast like in the past like three. I mean, we talked about how we people were injecting themselves with disinfectant and stuff on this,
Yeah.
but he was being sarcastic. Blah 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 blah. Blah.
Yeah. But
But
that's it's like we said, that's not you're not in a position to joke like that.
no, yeah, it's no, this is the whole situation and everything the way that it's being handled. I mean, obviously, dude, no one really prepares for like a pandemic. I'll give people that. Like, no one.
Okay, well,
So
here's the thing. He could have if he
he,
didn't fire his pandemic team.
yeah, maybe the situation would have been different. Who knows? But like, dude, yeah, I just. But what I will say is that regardless of whether or not there was a pandemic team, it still was going to change. I feel like the changes that it's going to make to society here on after are going to be not huge, but it's going to be there. Like there's going to be different rules and regulations about things.
Yeah.
Like with like even with companies allowing people to work from home. Like I know that was like not a thing back in like for a lot of companies, like for my
Hmm.
company especially. But maybe like you could like policies can change, and then like you can allow more people the freedom to work from home. I don't know, things like that. I feel like 'cause, I mean, but yeah, I mean, we've literally been talking about coronavirus every episode of this podcast. We started
It's just so hard not to.
yeah, with the first episode was when it was breaking out in China, and that was when we were just like, yeah, that's probably fine,
Yeah. I mean, like we had dinner with Kevin and that was like our last time hanging out together and we were just saying like, oh, like how bad can it get? And we were, yeah, it
oh
got really
yeah,
bad.
it got really bad. Like
Yeah, I know that I definitely didn't take it as like seriously as I
no,
should, but then
no one did. To be fair,
yeah. And then like going back to the whole thing with like the protests, like I think it's great that, people have the freedom to protest, but I think that it's wrong when they use terms such as like oppression and like being suppressed, and then when they also say this is the same as slavery or like this is communism.
Oh, bad.
That's my like problem is
That's a bad look.
yeah.
That's a 100% a bad look. Di-
Yeah. I was just like those aren't words for you to use. Like those aren't you don't know what that means. Like
no,
you have
no,
no
you have experienced zero oppression, like
yeah.
zero real oppression. Yeah, like
You yeah, and it's like you've experienced zero communism. You
or
haven't
slavery.
experienced what I was like, well, maybe your ancestors have experienced slavery in the sense that they were the ones who owned slaves.
Oh yeah, maybe that. You know,
Yeah, but I was
very
like,
possible.
yeah, but I was like, you in no way, shape, or form are the slaves here.
No, dude.
So that's like my thing, like
Yeah.
my whole thing that why
Here.
like I can't stand like looking at photos of like people like posting their signs and like I don't know. That's just it's like that protest is coming from a place of privilege and in like no shape or form do they have any like regard for other people because I can empathize with people that say are like they need to feed their families
Yeah.
and their business is the only way but it's just like
It's
we can't
yeah.
like I don't know it's just like we can't if we open up yours when is it going to be like enough.
Yeah. It's like we're at this weird. It's like there's a weird double-edged sword that's kind of like tiptoeing between like, okay, well, coronavirus kills people, and so everyone should stay inside. But then also, all the small businesses and stuff like that are just like, well, we kind of have to, work to survive, and we can't work, so, you know. So it's like I feel like it's really hard to deal with. Like there's no 100% real right answer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I think a lot of people their complaints were like the breaststroke the breaststroke was too broad. It kind of just left a lot of people out, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean I get that. I think maybe this time, we were kind of caught with our pants down, and then maybe for the next pandemic, God forbid there isn't one, but maybe we can like approach it a little bit more creatively, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like too it's just like with Governor Gavin Newsom, he was like he implemented a plan to have businesses slowly
Yeah,
reopen. So I don't know. It's just like I think for some people it's just not like fast enough.
yeah.
And I feel like for the people that are like, well, I need to feed my family and stuff like that too. But I'm like, okay, but it's also on like the government to help those people in this time of need, which is like very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so I heard like that they might be reinstating like another stimulus check. Yeah, in
Oh,
case like things do get
wow.
worse. Yeah, because it's like we
That's
can't
crazy.
predict how long we're going to be in here.
No.
And if it gets longer, like more people are going to be out of jobs. And then even they were calculating that unemployment rates are now going to reach over 20%.
Mm.
So,
That's a
yeah,
big number.
yeah, yeah.
20%.
It was like last week I had just read that it like got to 14. So it's like a 6% increase like
Bro,
in just 1 week.
come on.
That's actually kind of crazy. And
That
so therefore they were saying like I forgot who it was, but I think it was that Governor Andrew Yang. Yeah, he was
mm,
saying that now might be the time to have universal income more than ever.
yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean like this is like a situation where, it would you would definitely see the benefits of, cuz like
Yeah,
but I mean,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's just like
we're
there's
stuck.
just so much going
Yeah,
on.
there's just a lot of information out there, and then there's like a lot of like the situation's changing almost every day, and so
Hmm. Even the virus is changing
yeah.
too.
Do you think I've heard that the strain doesn't evolve very quickly in like the sense of like it's not as fast as like the flu when there's like seven different strains every year, and then
Yeah.
so I mean that's good as long as it doesn't evolve very quickly. I think that finding a vaccine like is definitely realistic within the next year.
It would
um
just though depend on like even if it doesn't evolve that quickly, what if it has the potential though to evolve into like a virus that say like the previous one that they might have had that would work
mhm.
could be different, which is
Oh
why
yeah, yeah,
research
yeah.
is taking so long.
Yeah.
Um yeah, because I don't know, because like I would hope that it is like the flu where they kind of have like a baseline
Mhm.
and then they just study the virus to see what changed and if they can like, like
Yeah,
add things to it to like have it
modify
be
it. Yeah.
modified. But I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
That's it's so
I'm
complicated.
not a I'm not a doctor, but I mean, I know some things.
Yeah.
I know some things from we were talking about this last podcast about how like a lot of people who weren't really savvy into politics and like medical science and stuff like that are now becoming very aware of stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, just because I mean that was like a thing with like the political climate in general. Like once Trump got elected, a lot of people, for better or worse, got really invested in politics, me
Yeah.
included. I never really cared about politics, and I still don't. I feel like I'm very shallow within like, in my knowledge of it. But I think it's like it once something like that happens, it's kind of just like you have to wonder like, okay, what's really going on? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, so yeah, I think for better or worse, I mean, people are becoming a little bit more educated and a little bit more informed, and I think that's great. Um,
Yeah,
but
I would definitely say like I'm the same in the sense that like I yeah, like I have very like shallow knowledge
mm,
on say at least like the policies that
yeah,
he is for.
mm,
But definitely like throughout the years I'm just kind of like, okay, well, what is the reason to not be interested or to not be invested in these topics? Because
that's the
it's
thing.
like
Yeah,
this is going to be our future and
yeah,
like we should have control of it because it does matter. It will matter.
yeah, and it's. I mean, I get. I mean, I think a lot of people who aren't into politics were are either they're not interested or it's just like a lot. It's like a lot. Like
Yeah,
yeah, it's I mean not only is like the technical aspect of it like a lot, but like the issues that people like struggle with every day, and if you're very conscious of stuff like that, it becomes a little much for your mental bandwidth, if you will.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually did a study about that for one of my classes where we talk about why it's hard for people to say, like, understand a lot of like health in
Mhm.
general. Because, like a lot of like, especially people that are in low like economic backgrounds, they
Mhm.
have a very hard time learning and like putting in the effort of learning like about health and like things like that. And so it's probably the same with politics too, is that
Mm.
there's a lot of like terms in which is really hard for them to understand. And like people that have very low like SES, it's like they are working all the time. They don't
Mm.
want to like come home and like have to read like, oh, like here's what happened today and like the medical like news, or like go search up databases on like articles that would
Yeah.
teach them
Oh
about
yeah.
like
Yeah.
policies
Yeah.
and stuff.
For sure.
So it's like I think that the people that are becoming really invested into it would be like, I would say like people that are like of our age range and
Mm.
then also even younger too,
Mm.
which is great,
Yeah. That's good. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's like the perfect response to something like this that like you just because you can't really there's a lot that you can do and there's even more that you can't, and I think the best thing that you should do is just become a little bit more informed, if that like even just a little bit. You
Yeah.
don't have to fucking go out and get like a fucking PhD in political science or a PhD in medical
No.
science. No, you just have to be.
You just have to know your credible
Yeah,
sources.
exactly. I think that's a huge thing. This has been probably the most informative episode of this podcast that
Well, I was gonna say, what's crazy though
huh,
too is that, yeah, there's like just so much credible sources out
uh,
there in which you can get about these topics.
yeah,
But as much credible sources as there are also like
twice as many
the
like
like fucking like woke people that are like, look at these like websites and they're all ending in like .net
oh
and like being
oh
like the government is here to trick you. Like these experts are not experts. Like, and they're just fucking like
that's a
they think they're like woke as fuck
that's the deal
for like
breaker to me. I think if I ever met a girl that was like fake woke, I would just be like, nah, I can't. Like, you know what? I'm not very picky when it comes to girls. I would say like I don't really have like a. Some people have like really like specific tastes, but for me, there's just like two or three things that you can avoid, and then I'd pretty much be good. And being fake woke is definitely one of them. That's a huge one.
but Josh, there's this black like listed website. You don't want to check it out
Dude, no, dude, no, I
and learn
don't.
about how the earth is flat.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. I can't. No, can't do it. Can't do it, dude. It's just. I think there's nothing that pisses me off more than someone who. I'd rather you just call yourself stupid and just be like outwardly stupid than pretend that you're not stupid. Does that make sense? I
Yeah.
think there's a
You know what?
difference.
I've been trying to like be really nice and like accepting that, like everyone learns different. So rather than saying they're stupid, I'm just like they're just wrongly educated.
There you
So
go. Here, that's
wrongly
a good.
educated.
That's a good euphemism for it. Yeah, you're wrongly educated.
But then, when I get super pissed, I'm just like, this fucking
Dude, don't
moron.
fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah, yeah. There's
that's
like two sides, yeah.
yeah. It's like there's I'm pretty like, dude. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like the fucking smartest dude in the world. I'm definitely not. I barely passed fucking college, but at the same time, so it's like it's not people who are like outwardly like, not there. It's
Mm.
more the people who spread misinformation and pretend like they know. I think that's 10 times more harmful than just accepting that you just are not educated on like a certain subject. And speaking
Yeah.
of, I got something to show you here. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Let's see,
Okay.
and we're gonna take a look at this here. Look
Oh no.
at this. Look at this.
I
Oh wait.
saw that. Okay,
Oh wait,
for
hold
those
up.
of you listening,
Let me put it up.
Josh is showing me a screen of these Huntington Beach high school kids, and on their asses it says "fuck Ronies," and the caption is "Corona who."
And then yeah, this is crazy. Like when she says on their asses, like she means on their actual ass cheek. For
Yeah.
those watching the YouTube video, it's pulled up, but like this is insane. They're like, I mean, okay, let's break it down like slowly. Okay, first let's start with the guy on the left. Guy on the left, I don't think he knows what he's doing there. First of all,
You know
um,
what? He kind of reminds me of like what is it? Every time like Cody's like
yeah,
like that.
dude, his name is for sure Mitchell though. Like his name is
Yeah.
for sure Mitchell. But let's
Look at that
talk.
like hover hand. Look at that hover hand.
Yeah, like he's like not quite there. Like he's dude. He's even got the lip bite too. And like
Ugh.
like he's like super into this girl, but this girl is like too busy looking at Connor over here.
Oh,
Yeah, this Connor person. And like of course if you zoom in like on his chest, of course he has the fucking boat tattoo on his chest, Like
okay.
he
I was just looking at that.
yeah, the boat tattoo. Of course he has
Yeah.
that one. Dude, and then okay, the best part is okay, first of all the comments are hilarious. But I think like in the comments uh well they everyone doxed them first of all. Everyone like
Yeah,
all
there was
their
actually the girl that shared this. I believe she probably went to high school with them or something, which is how she got the screenshots.
uh
Um, but then one of the girls in the photos actually like messaged her and was like, "Hey, like I know this is stupid and blah blah blah. Like I didn't have control over the caption, but I was like, okay, but you still had control over what was written on your ass, so
yeah,
that's not
like
an
that
excuse."
doesn't
And
really
then
fly.
what second she tried to justify it by being like, my dad's a doctor and he doesn't
Mm,
believe that quarantining people is right. And I
no.
was like, okay,
No.
well, fuck your dad.
Yeah.
And then like second, it's just like honestly, like, I don't know. It's just like whatever. Like this is so stupid. That's
Yeah.
all I can really say.
And I think a lot of people were saying that like a lot of people who are like not medical experts, but people were saying that like or epidemiology. What's the word? See, I'm not even.
Epidemiologist.
Yes, epidemiologists were saying that like if a lot of people are exposed to it, it builds something that's called like a herd immunity.
Yes.
Yeah, and so there's maybe that's where that guy that her doctor is coming from, or her dad
Hmm.
doctor or whatever. I mean, that's the only way I can legitimize like that argument. But like at the same time, it's like you can't say that quarantining people does not help. And I'm gonna start repeating point because I ranted about this last episode. But I mean, like you and I have gone back and forth about this topic very often.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so like with before like we end on that note of like epidemiologists. So for those of you listening, if you don't know what that is, they're people that study basically the trace of the disease or like the virus. So basically where it, like how like where it originated from, how it spread, and
Oh,
they're continuously tracking like the progression of the disease. But then the whole point of like how herd immunity works. So then recent conversations with like infectious disease specialists
mm,
say that there needs to be 80% immunity. However, that's so hard to be done by natural passing of the virus.
mm.
Because it's like expecting that to be about 15%, but that's still a lot. Like, and so that's why there's a lot of talk about having a vaccine instead. And so basically, that's how people would be able to get to the 80% immunity in order for us to say, like, go back
Oh,
to normal.
okay. So you basically they're saying that like just to wait for the vaccine would be like the path of least resistance rather than just kind of shoving everybody out there to like
Yeah.
kind of pass it on naturally. That makes
Yeah.
sense to me. I mean, that makes sense to me. I don't think I don't think that would ever be the right answer in any case, you
No, but
know.
even then, it's just like, how, like, what if there's no right answer?
No, there
That's the
isn't.
thing.
There is no right
Yeah.
answer. Yeah, people like we said, it's like there's always going to be people who are left out, no one's going to be happy with one single answer. Not everyone's going to be happy with one single answer, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like I'm sure, like if I was like the owner of a small business or something, or I was like working for a company that like didn't pay me while like they were shut down, then like my opinions may have like severely shifted or something. But
Yeah, of
like, because
course.
I'm lucky enough to have a job that pays me during this time and allows me to work, even though that they're being kind of dumb about it. But like again, that's not neither here nor there. So
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I mean, I'm just glad to have a job so I can spend money on like stabbing my skin with ink. Um,
Yeah. Like, I'm very thankful to still be in school and have a job too.
yeah.
But at the same time, I think we have these mindsets too, is because we know that the situation is a lot bigger than us.
Oh yeah. Yeah. One hundred
And I
percent.
think that, like, not saying that the people that, like are being angry by all of this, that they don't have that empathy or like to realize that the situation is bigger than them. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure, like putting food on the table, like, I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
that's a thing that they have to think about all the
That's a
time.
glaring immediate concern that you face
But like,
every
if
day.
you're gonna protest, don't
Don't make it worse. That
just
makes it worse. You know, it's like,
no, like, don't call it
oh yeah,
slavery.
don't
Don't
do
say
that.
this is communism.
Don't do
Like,
that.
don't just
Don't do
like,
that.
those words are not for you, especially if you're white. Like, those words are not for you.
No, no, definitely not. And
Yeah.
uh, it's just the sense of entitlement. Like it's kind of what this virus has definitely taught me is like kind of like where people stand. Like you know, it's like okay, like I mean, obviously we
Yeah.
knew there were like people who, you know, share these certain like kind of like stances, but then like, you know, I feel like the virus kind of kind of filters out all the sand and like at the end like you kind of see where everybody stands and that's kind of I think that's kind of nice in a way because it's kind of just like oh okay like especially within your own friend group and or within people that you know you kind of
Yeah, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like, have you seen anybody you're following that are, say, like, your friends?
mm,
Like, they're still hanging out and like saying stupid stuff about like I just want to go to the gym, or like I just want to go to the beach, and like
yeah
that dumb stuff.
yeah I mean
And like,
sure yeah
oh my God, I'm like to those people, I'm just like, I'll like unfollow them because I'm just like, man, like, dude, like I said, this issue is bigger than yourselves. It's bigger than your stupid summer vacation plans that you could always do next summer.
oh
And
dude
like, dude, if we
yeah
don't get this under control, you are not going to have a summer.
at
Okay?
all
Like, yeah, at all. Like,
yeah
eventually, but it could be faster if,
yeah I wonder what real I feel like this is never mind I was gonna ask when do you think we're gonna like have this all not sorted out but have everything be normalized. I feel like that's not going to happen until like next year, 2021. I feel like,
yeah,
yeah.
I feel like it's not like, are you saying like normal in the sense that like how it was before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a while just because even if, say, like, things do reopen again, they probably will not have like they'll probably have limitations
Oh,
on how many people
100%.
can eat in a restaurant, how many people can be in a certain space together.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
That's
like
yeah.
which
That's
is totally normal, because like I
which
think
is smart. Yeah.
the reason why like this whole quarantine is happening is because it's like you don't know who's infected and who's not. So I think like for the people that are like, why quarantine the healthy? It's like, okay, well, do you know that you're 100% healthy
Yeah.
if
You
you
don't.
didn't get tested? Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
since this disease is like or this virus is asymptomatic
Yeah.
for some people, so it's like you could have had it, just not showed any symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say that like my hope is at least by like next spring, like or end of this year. That's being very, very hopeful for like end of this year.
Hmm.
But who knows? I mean, if they come out with a vaccine, that's great. Then things will go back to normal. But until then, like I just don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty, and that makes people really anxious. I mean, that's like the case with almost like anything in life. It's like once something's out of your control, it's kind of hard to. You're more anxious about those things than you are of the things that you can. So, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the case with a lot of the people today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
not easy.
normal
Yeah, it's
because
not easy.
everyone wants control of the
Yeah,
situation.
everyone wants
People,
answers.
yeah. It's
Which
like
is
people,
which is normal.
yeah.
I want
I,
answers. Like I want to know when all this shit's gonna be over. All right, dude.
yeah.
It's like that's like a term I've been using a lot. Like when this shit's over. Yeah, like when
I
this shit's
know.
over. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other thing. I've already made a bunch of when this shit is over plans. The first thing I'm
Same.
doing is I'm going to Massachusetts. I'm getting tattooed by, yeah, by Nick Adam.
All I want to know is what phase in Governor Newsom's plan, like when are the breweries gonna open?
Dude, yeah, honestly, I've never realized how much I was gonna miss going to breweries. Drinking in my house by myself is not fun.
Dude, yeah, I miss like, like when you get to clink the
Yeah,
glasses
you
together
do a little clink
and
clink.
then like, yeah, then with your friends, you're like, it's Friday. Like,
Yeah, dude, Friday doesn't really mean anything to me anymore. It's just kind of,
no.
yeah, it's just kind of, I'm just like existing day to day and doing this
Yeah,
stupid podcast. So, yeah.
I'm dying. Yeah, no, I miss going out and
Oh, dude.
like even like ordering takeout, like, like they're like, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's just not the same.
No, it's not. Yeah,
Like
it's
food
really not.
doesn't taste the same anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, oh, God. I wonder what the first did. I wonder if Coco Ichibanya is doing takeout. I need to find out. Do you
Oh,
know? Do they?
I'm
Are they?
sure they are.
Okay, I'm gonna stop by there, dude. I need it. I need it.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Most restaurants, like they aren't
Yeah,
closed.
I hope that Coco Ichibanya doesn't close down. I'm gonna be super sad if they
Dude,
do.
did you see Souplantation closed?
Dude, rest in peace, Souplantation. I that was like it was a my family and I went there a lot. Um,
Dude, that's like the best like $10 you can ever spend.
oh yeah, dude, it's like the best bang for your buck meal that there is.
Yeah.
They just went bankrupt or what?
It's just like because like it's buffet style.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine how hard it's going to be for them to open up, especially with all the regulations. Like it's just
Oh
impossible.
shit, true.
So, yeah, because it's like I mean, people are in lines, like everyone's touching the like the food and like
Yeah.
everyone's just in the same
Yeah, everyone's
space.
touching the same ladle.
Yeah. So, I mean, their decision to close down just because there's too much uncertainty within the next like year.
Yeah, they should bail out while they have the chance, so they can pay people like unemployment and all that.
Yeah. So, I'm so sad.
Dude, what was your favorite soup at Sea Plantation?
My
Well,
favorite soup, huh?
well, actually, how about this? Walk me down the aisle. Okay, so you go in there,
Okay.
and then okay. So what are you
Okay, you
getting? We're
ready? Ready?
starting at the salad bar, right?
Okay. So I grab my tray,
Okay.
grab my plate.
Wait, green or
First,
orange tray?
I think ours always only had orange.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
mine had green and orange. Okay. Anyway, so you have your tray. You go into the salad bar.
I always liked the Asian wonton salad.
We're one for one on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then as I'm going down, I always add um black olives to
Mm-hmm.
my salad and then the crushed boiled egg.
Ooh, classic.
Uh-huh. And then what else did I get? Oh, I always got like the they're like broccoli salad that they mix with like mayo.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. Um, what else did I add? Dude, it's been so long, I'm forgetting what they had
I
there.
mean, like at that point, then you add there's like jalapeno, not yeah, there's jalapenos, there's like chopped chilies, there's like dressing, and then there's like croutons and
I
wontons.
never added those because, like, Asian wonton is just already in there,
Yeah,
like dressing and yeah. So
yeah.
then,
I never added
okay,
the.
so then I always get a drink because I really like the strawberry lemonade.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then I put my salad down. Then I go get my soup and my hot stuff. So then
Okay.
I would always get the cornbread with their
Classic.
honey butter, their whipped honey butter.
Rest in peace,
Rip.
Souplantation.
Yeah.
Honey butter.
Yep. And then I would always get, oh, that little like pizza thing that they had, the
Oh, like
pizza
the pizza
bread.
breads?
Yeah, fuck.
Oh.
I would always get yeah, like I would always get the what is it, the cheese one, and they had like a mozzarella one, like or not, no, they had a cheese one,
Yeah.
and then they had the tomato one.
Yeah, the tomato one.
Yeah, so I would get one and one,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I felt like it, I would get a baked potato and like load it with sour cream and like bacon
Were
and
you mac and cheese or were you
oh hell yeah, I
yeah,
was mac and cheese.
mac and
But
cheese girl?
sometimes I still liked getting the
The spaghetti.
pasta with
Yeah.
like that's like sauteed in the tomato sauce.
Yes.
Sometimes I would get that. Um, but what? Okay, so I like the clam chowder there.
Clam chowder is a solid
Um,
choice. Chicken noodle is a solid
yeah, the
choice.
chicken noodle because I love their thick noodles.
That's the one thing they did right with the fucking.
Yeah.
I
Else,
like
what other
I
soups?
like the tomato bisque.
Oh yeah, that one's bomb.
Really big fan of the tomato bisque.
I like the little mini crackers that they had
Oh,
that you put in the soup.
little oysters, the little cracker
Yeah.
oysters. Dude, I remember I went there once for they had like an Asian themed uh soup, and they had like this kind of udon, but
Mm.
the udon was made with spaghetti noodles.
Oh.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And then they had like a pho, but like the pho wasn't pho. Like the pho was also made with spaghetti noodles, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I like their they had a lot of good like cream of somethings, like a lot of cream of like the cream of mushroom was pretty solid. The cream of
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they had a lot
I
of
know
good
what you're
there.
talking
Yeah, they
about.
had lot of good stuff there. We would go there sometimes after work because we had one next to our workplace, but not anymore, I guess.
So sad. What else was like? Wait, no. I feel like okay, I would always get their brownies and then put ice cream on
Ooh,
top.
of course, of course.
Hmm. Um, I've had their chili once. I remember it being like good, like decent.
The chili. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was a fan of the chili.
dude. If they don't put up their recipes online, like for that broccoli salad, like,
I'm sure you can.
please.
I'm pretty sure you can probably make your own variation of it. You cook a lot. I feel like
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
you'd
sure
figure it out.
yeah.
It's probably
I'm
not
sure
that hard to
somebody
make.
like had a duplicate already.
Yeah, probably somewhere. I mean, the people have already
Yeah.
figured out how to make like the in and out spread.
Oh yeah,
So like
that's true.
I feel like the broccoli salad at Soup Plantation isn't going to be that hard. I didn't realize how many people actually like Soup Plantation until it closed down.
Honestly, yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought it was
especially
weird.
like all of my friends that have been posting it.
Yeah.
But I was like, it makes sense. We were all like college students or are still in college.
Yes. Yeah, or
And
just
like
like,
a
want to stretch our $10 like the farthest we can.
yeah, exactly.
I'm always down for a good deal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what being in
I don't
college
know. I'm
taught,
so
dude.
sad.
It was a dream come
Yeah.
true back in college, dude. $10, dude.
Yeah, exactly. $10 for like it's like healthy
It's
for
healthy,
one,
yeah.
and then you can eat as much
There's
as you
so much
want.
variety. I'll
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Their
sorry.
chicken pot pie stew was bomb.
Oh, dude, Hall of Fame soup for sure, dude. That's a Hall of Famer right there.
Yep.
Oh, that shit was so good. And
Damn.
then you dip the well, not in that soup, but like the other soups that you dip the cheesy bread inside, like when they had the
Yeah,
tomato soup and
yeah.
you would dip the bread. Oh, dude, I'm hungry, bro.
Did you eat dinner yet?
I'm gonna eat after this, after we wrap
Okay,
things
cool.
up here.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss Indian food. I mean, I technically
Oh my
still
God.
can get it, but it's just different not going
But
to the
it's not all you
buffet.
can eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ordered it the other day, but I'm just like, like like this tastes better. Like I want my fucking mango lassi, and I want my fucking like, you
You want
know,
that guy to like be like, oh, Josh, because he knows you.
yeah, dude. He always give me a fist bump, and then always ask about my family. Dude,
Yeah.
that's the first guy who was all like, "You got a tattoo," and I was like, "Yeah," and then he was like, "Oh yeah, like I like it. It's really nice." Like I remember because I think that's like a lot like my tattoo. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's like it's if you ever been to Thailand, it's one of those things with the swords, and I guess like those that kind of deity has like roots in like Tibetan culture, and like so
Mm.
it's like people like often like they I think that's like in Tibet they have similar deities that look very similar, so like people sometimes confuse it like, oh, is it Tibetan? I'm like, oh no, it's Thai, but I mean, you know, I
That's
think,
really cool,
yeah.
actually.
It's like, dude, looking up tattoos, like looking up tattoo ideas, I have learned so much about Japanese mythology and like, certain like kind of deities and stuff, like just like
Hmm.
from like researching meanings and like what goes with what. And that's dude. I think tattoos. The one thing that tattoos have taught me is like how to be one. It's like kind of all that miscellaneous information. It's like, and then also it like you have to be very certain about what you want. I think it helps you with your decision making because you can't really. If you regret a tattoo, the cost of that is like way higher than almost like anything else.
Yep.
Like if you buy like a shitty T-shirt, you can either return the T-shirt or you could just not wear it. Like if
Yep.
you can't return it. But for the tattoo, you get a shitty tattoo. It's there forever. you know.
It's there forever unless you have that money to pay for a cover up.
Yeah, cover up or laser it off.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
lasering I heard is way like more painful than actually getting a tattoo.
Yeah, I've seen videos. It's actually kind of crazy. It's like it like burns your skin and it, like, oh,
Yeah.
and like it heal like if it you go back for multiple sessions too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's
Yeah.
like a one and done deal. You have to go back for sessions. Like, but I think a lot of the tattooers that I was talking to, they were saying that like like everyone's gonna have like a shitty like I went in like to get my wolf, the one on my leg, and then he was just like, oh, it's like now you have like two nice tattoos, which is like really rare. Usually the people I tattoo, they have like a bunch of shitty ones and like a couple nice ones. It's like rare that someone comes in with all like you can tell like you got it from someone who's like a professional.
Hmm.
People were saying that like you eventually you're either gonna just have like a fucking moment and get a shitty tattoo, or you just like I don't know, maybe just like not, or like you think one is cool and then you don't like it like later on. Like
Yeah,
my
like I feel like that's your shitty tattoo, the one that you don't like, but
yeah
is not really shitty, you
yeah
know? Because I feel like for the people that have like say like I guess like the shitty tattoos that everyone thinks is shitty,
yeah
like those ones are for the people that like get fucking tatted.
yeah yeah
Versus like us where we kind of like take a while to think about it because we
yeah
want it to be really nice.
yeah
And then maybe eventually like if we say like have like a fuck it moment and then we get like a flash tattoo, that
yeah.
one might be like our like our stupid one.
But like the flash tattoos, like even like the artists that we go to, their flash is like super nice. So
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
yeah, like I don't think I would ever be caught in a situation where you kind of go to those like street side, like
Yeah, me
like
neither.
yeah, I don't think I would ever like there is oh, is that your cat?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's this brewery, the one that I've been trying to go to, Black Plague. They usually
Uh-huh.
for the anniversary party, they came through with like a tattoo bus, like a and I was like,
That's fucking sick.
that's so people were like getting like their logo and the stuff like tatted on them, but like I was like, dude, that's like I feel like a lot of people would just either like regret it or just like because it's like they're kind of small and like
Dude, you'd have to like fucking be like a die hard like Black Plague
yeah,
like beer
their
lover.
designs are sick though, and
Yeah.
so it's like I mean I wouldn't. I think personally, I think with the tattoos that I have now, I don't think it would really match with what I have, but
I don't
like
think so either.
yeah, so I wouldn't get one, but like respect to the
I don't think
people
it
that
would match you and unless it was drawn like very like American traditional.
yeah, like because it's like their logos can kind of cartoony, a little bit. Yeah.
Hmm.
Ah, fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. Can't wait to fucking go in June. I already talked to my artists and stuff. They're like, yeah, we're gonna start doing shit in June, and I was like, sick.
Nice.
Yeah, because
That'll be really nice.
they were saying like they have a lot of control over who they see when they see them and for how long. So it's like
Hmm.
they're saying like they've already considered like like the possible risks and stuff of opening up. Like I don't think they're gonna do walk-ins for a long time. I think they're gonna be by appointment only.
Hmm.
Yeah, and like tattoos are like generally, I mean, the good ones are like very clean anyway.
Yeah.
They're always spraying soap everywhere, always
Like
wiping
their
it down.
shops are nice.
Shops are
Yeah.
really nice. They always use like medical, like they always change out the pillows. They change out the yeah.
Hmm.
So I mean, yeah,
Yeah, they do like the basic bare minimum of what any tattoo artist should do.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. Well,
fuck
good to know.
yeah, great. So if you see me next, I'm just like fucking. I honestly I think a
Do
lot of
it.
it comes from boredom. Like fucking like do you ever have that like you since you're like you're not really spending that much money.
Uh-huh.
Dude, this is gonna sound so fucking privileged, but like I grew up in Rancho. Can't I'm gonna dox myself. I grew up in a white suburb neighborhood, and like I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't
Yeah.
grow up with privilege, dude. Like I did, okay.
Same
But
here.
like, but it's like like a lot of it is just like I want to just spend money like retail therapy because it's
Yeah.
like the money that I'm not spending going out and like eating and like drinking and stuff like that. Like I'm like fuck. I guess I'll just buy shit. Like, dude, I bought picture frames.
Ooh.
I bought picture frames for the paintings that I'm going to buy. Yeah. Eh.
Oh yeah, so
Um,
nice.
this guy, I think the tattooer who did my arm, he studied under him for a little while, and so I bought one of his paintings.
Yeah, no, but I feel you on that tattoo thing. Well, I feel like when I look at like most of the parts that like of my body that don't have tattoos.
It's like blaringly obvious. It's like, oh, what can I fill
Yeah,
this with?
yeah. Because it's like once you have a big one
Mm.
and then
Yours
like
is pretty.
part
Yours is
of my
really big.
arm. Yeah, so then it's just like the areas that aren't filled that I want to be filled, I am like, hello, can I
Yeah.
please get like can I please fill
Now.
this? Like
Now.
it's like a coloring book,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Now. Now.
Yeah.
Just this fucking fuck, dude.
I know.
All right, we're about at time here. All right. Well, any closing statements that you want to say to the people? Wash your
Um,
hands. Don't don't say that you're enslaved. Um,
yeah. 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 So, wash your hands,
yeah.
stay safe at home,
Shower often.
shower often, exercise, eat well, not gluttonously. Um,
Tyler. Tyler.
go to, have a regular sleeping schedule.
Tyler. Mm,
Don't spend money on shoes like that are over $300.
Jesus Christ! I think I might be getting corona.
Oh no, you have the big
Yeah,
Rona.
I got the Rona.
And I'll catch you guys next week because Tyler's not here anymore. I'm just kidding.
Well, thanks for standing in last minute. I know.
Yeah, it was fun.
I literally texted her like 3 hours ago. Like, hey, like you want to be on my
Yeah.
podcast?
I mean, it was like he asked me a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yeah. And then
The
I was
time
like,
is now.
the time is now. I was like, okay, okay. And then I was like, wait, what are we gonna talk about?
Nothing. Literally nothing. Ended up talking about coronavirus, but all good, dude. It's fine. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for being on the show. Love you lots.
Love you. Stay safe.
Stay
I'll see you
safe.
soon.
Yeah, I'll see you. I mean, like as far as this goes, at the
Yeah.
next
As far
Zoom
as this
meeting.
go. Yeah. I'll see you at the next Zoom meeting. Yeah.
All right. This is another man's trash, and we're out.